Hey guys, John Murdoch with Cityscape Metro Group and Keller Williams Realty. Just wanted to send you another video. Some of you are still thinking about buying a house. For whatever reason, maybe financial, or you're looking for the perfect home, you're looking for that next step, or maybe you're thinking about selling your house and buying another. So what we've talked about is really, before you get in the market of buying a house, you really need to sit down and really go through a few things in terms of knowing what the market's like, because that'll really dictate your bottom line, meaning how much money you have to come out of pocket for. Because when we're buying a house, we really want to minimize how much we're coming out of pocket for. So what we're going to talk to you about today is unexpected issues that could arise during the home buying process. Now, one thing I can't stress enough is that when you're buying a house, you really need to be with someone who really knows what they're doing and is experienced and has a track record of success. Because when you're buying a house, there are 5 points of negotiation from immediate, we've locked into the house on a ratified contract, up until close. And we're going to highlight some of those with you today. So the first part of negotiation is the initial sales contract, meaning what price are we going to offer, how much is the seller going to pay towards closing cost, what the closing date is going to be, how much earnest money deposit, how long our home inspection is going to be, how long our financing is going to be, how long we're going to wait until we get an appraisal. There's so many issues, or there's so many points of negotiation in the initial sales contract. So after we get step 1 through, we have our second step, which is our home inspection. Okay, now a ton of issues are going to arise with the home inspection. It's not really HGTV, it's completely different than what you see on TV. There's going to be a list of things that we're going to want to talk about. Now, typically what we always recommend is let's focus on big ticket issues, things that are going to cost you a whole lot of money to replace. We really want to target those. Okay? The third part of all this is going to be the appraisal. Depending on if the appraisal comes in high, if it comes in at the sales price, or if it comes in low, that's really going to dictate how we're going to proceed in negotiating for the appraisal. Okay? The fourth part is the financing. We really want to make sure that you are financially qualified and approved to buy this house. Now, that's a big part of us really determining that is the lender that we help you determine at the beginning of this process to make sure that it's smooth contract to close. Okay? Now, the fifth part of negotiations is going to be the final walkthrough. Now, the walkthrough is very, very important because everything that has come up to this point at the walkthrough, including the home inspection, meaning, let's say, for example, there were plumbing issues that we wanted to get taken care of, and we had receipts that were validating all the work that was done. The point of the walkthrough is to go in, make sure that the house is obviously in standing order, that's very sound, it's exactly what you thought it was going to be, and that these repairs were done to our satisfaction. So the walkthrough is very important, and many people actually miss it, which is very unfortunate. But hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you a better idea as to some of the expected issues that could come up in the different phases. So if you guys have any questions, you guys want us to go through that in detail, each of the various phases, and what we can do to prevent a lot of these issues from arising, please feel free to reach out to us. We're a phone call away, 571-409-1160. Thanks, guys. Again, John Murdoch with Cityscape Metro Group. I will talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.